And it's Ken Kraetzer for CVSI Services Talking Business today at the New York Direct Marketing Club, and have a chance to talk with our four speakers who talked about advanced TV. I learned a lot today. This is a new field for me. We had Mark Hudson, Melissa Hutter, Scott Grunther, and Andrew Blustein was our moderator. Now maybe we could start with Melissa. If you could tell us a little bit about, you were talking a lot about how television is maintaining an audience, but it's now spread over things such as mobile and streaming video. How is? Tell us about how the audience now is a little bit different than it might have been a few years ago.
Yeah, I think the way that people are consuming content nowadays is changing. So it's not just in the linear space, it's across all platforms. But television isn't dying, as a lot of headlines are saying. People are still watching over 4.5 hours of TV content a day. So it's just about how do you reach those people in the right places where they're watching.
Very good. And Mark, you were talking a lot about measurement and of audiences and programs. What are some of the key factors in measuring a television audience so an advertiser gets the right value?
Well, it used to be to use the Nielsen sample to look at who was watching a TV show. And that was just the eyeballs and the exposure metrics. We're looking at a digital pathway, a two-way path, where people are actually interacting with brands, doing searches, downloading apps, even dialing a phone. So they create a positive feedback loop where we can get more information about them and not just the ads that they had seen.
Okay, I'm going to let Andrew finish up, our moderator, and just go to Scott Grunther. Scott of IIDO. Tell us a little bit. You made a big point today about live broadcast being so important, television, the NFL, the pro sports leagues. Why is that such a big draw of an audience?
Well, I mean, live TV and live sports are still the one place on television that you're going to get everybody watching at the same time. In this world of fragmentation where people can watch what they want when they want, there's obviously a lot of value to the broadcasters of getting everybody around the TV, and obviously in a highly engaging environment, a highly passionate fan base, and that's not gonna change anytime soon. So sports continues to be a really ripe environment for advertisers and brands.
And Andrew, you were the moderator from the Drum. What were some of the key points that you heard today made by your panel?
I think the biggest point is that TV isn't dead, it's just changing. Coming from covering all the upfronts, all the broadcasters still play a major role. They're just in a different part of the living room, they're on a different device, so TV is still definitely out there. It just has a different look and feel than it did however many years ago.
Okay, just going to let Scott finish up, a final thought, and also tell us a little bit about your company.
No, it was a great day, great to be here with these panelists. A bit about IIDO. I mean, we are a data and analytics company that makes the link between online behavior and search and each linear TV ad airing across 100 some odd networks. We've tracked 60 million ads over the past 4 years in applying a search engagement score. So we have a huge database and of norms and benchmarks from which to measure ad performance. So we work with brands, we work with their agencies, and we work with the TV ad sellers to help them optimize and measure their creative and media investment.
Very good. Thanks for joining us today. And Andrew, tell us a little bit about your publication, The Drum.
Well, we are an advertising publication. We're founded in Glasgow, based out in London. We are the biggest, I want to say, advertising publication in Europe, and now we're in the US doing the same thing here. So hopefully we'll be on to bigger and better things in the future.
Very good. And Mark Hudson, a lot of key points today you made about analytics in TV. Final thought, and tell us a little bit about TVSquared.
Well, Scott could have done the pitch for our company, except we actually work across 70 different countries and have thousands of clients, both the advertisers and brand level, and even network level. Basically, it's a math company. We do television attribution, actually more video attribution. Anytime somebody's seen an ad, we track that activity and the attention and the activity that goes along with it on a digital landscape. So we use a digital-like response measure for TV.
Thank you for joining us. And Melissa Hutter is going to get the last word in today. Melissa, if you would, just tell us a little bit about your final thought from the panel, and tell us a little bit about Comcast Spotlight.
Yeah, I think a final thought from the panel that we all touched on is that how do we use to audience-based metrics, moving a little bit away from GRPs and TRPs and Nielsen ratings as a standard, but how do we evolve and get more audience focus? And Comcast Spotlight is the advertising division within Comcast, and we focus on servicing local, regional, and national clients.
Well, thank you for participating, and great to hear great comments, and learning is a little bit different for us. Great to see you. This is Ken Kraetzer from CBSI Services, talking business for the Direct Marketing Club of New York.